Hoo, hoo, hoo. What it do, what it ain't. Peace. Peace to the guys and goddesses. Grand Rising. It's your boy Plant Based Guy here with another episode. Make It Make Sense, the podcast. And today, we ain't got no special guests. It's just me, as y'all can see, at the crib, in the garage, blowing one. But on today's episode, I just wanted to tell y'all a little bit more about myself and why I really started the podcast. I'm an up and coming artist, up and coming music artist from Columbia, South Carolina. Been doing the music for way over 10 years, for a long, long time. Never thought I would see myself doing no podcast and nothing like that. But in this time that we live in, that's the way that's going. Like anything people got want to talk about, they want to air something out. Like they taking it to the podcast, to the interviews. Like it's going viral. That's what's trending right now. So like make it make sense. That's the name of my podcast. I got the banner coming soon, logo coming soon for the Make It Make Sense. We working on that, but we just had to get it rolling. So I just thought, why not just go ahead and use my own brand that I already got, which is All This Money to Make, which is my brand and my LLC. Why not just use that for now until I get the regular Make It Make Sense going? But it really made me want to start the podcast. Just like I just seen a whole lot of people doing a whole lot of stuff on the internet that don't make it sense. And I was like, man, I'm trying to make that make sense. Like just a whole lot of stuff. And then that catchphrase is going around a whole lot lately. Like people be talking about make it make sense, make this make sense. Like everybody wants something to make sense. So it's like everybody got their own different thing that they see people doing, or they see in public, or they see just in general that they think that don't make sense. And they want answers, and they need answers. And I want answers. I need answers. That's the main reason why I made the podcast. Cause I want to hear different people's outlooks on some of the topics that I think don't make sense. I want to hear their outlook on the topic and how they feel about the situation, and I want what's really in their head, what makes it make sense to them, type stuff. So that's why I want to bring people on my platform to express what they think that don't make sense. Because people ask like, what we gonna talk about on the podcast? What's the topic? So this is why I'm making this video to let y'all know. Anytime y'all come on my podcast, the topic gonna be anything that you want to make sense. Something that you see people doing out in the universe, out in the world, that you've seen in the past, that you might see in the future, or something just in general that you see people doing that you think that don't make sense, and you just want like people answers, or you want to give your outlook on the topic, or discuss it, or give your outview on the situation. Because there's a lot of things that I think that don't make sense that I see people doing, and that's what really made me want to start the podcast, because I need answers for some of these people that I see doing some of these things. And hopefully we can get them on the podcast and see why they doing some of these things that don't make sense to me. Like a lot of people, I know mostly everybody who I got on the podcast so far, they eat meat, but I haven't asked them that question, or as to why, like make it make sense as in to why you eat meat. Like, but I really want to know that. So like, because it's not like natural. Like we stirring away from nature, stirring away from the things that Mother Nature gave us, and we like, I wouldn't say institutionalized, but I would say our minds are conditioned. Our minds are conditioned to what we so used to and what our people was brought up on. As far as religion, I ain't gonna get too deep into that today, but it's like our minds are conditioned to what we was brought up on. We don't do our own research. We don't take the time to go figure out ourselves. We think stuff makes sense, but in all factuality, it don't really make sense. So we don't take the time to go figure out, like, hold on, that really don't make sense. Like common sense at that. It's common sense ain't really that common after all. People be doing a lot of stuff and it don't really make common sense to me. Or people be saying this and saying that, but it don't make common sense. Like it's common sense that the world ain't round, but a lot of people don't even just take the time to just go out and look around and just observe. And that's all you really got to do. Just take the time to observe and do your own research. And that's what I really be trying to make sense. And I just want to be able to get some people eventually on the podcast, and hopefully they be able to give me some answers and tell me why to know they doing those things that don't make sense. But like, come on the podcast. We're gonna talk about what you got going on at the time, what you do, If you got a hidden talent, what's your talents? You're an entrepreneur. You got a business. This that time to come expose your business. Let's talk about that. That's what we're gonna talk about on the podcast. We're gonna talk about what you got going on at the time, what you got planned in the future, and then of course we're gonna get on the topic, make it make sense. First, we're gonna start it off with a brief introduction to yourself, where you from, if you do music, how long you been doing music, and if you do music, I got another platform that I'm also starting called Catch the Mic. Catch the Mic platform. It's a performance platform. Any artist that's gonna come on the platform in an interview, you want to do your performance too, I'm gonna let you do your performance. So I already had a song ready. I'll bring the song with you, and we're gonna get your performance in. The interview probably gonna drop the same day, but it's gonna take a little bit longer for the performance. But like, I'm doing it all myself right now. Look for a team too. If you're interested in being a part of my team to make it make sense, podcast team, hit me up. Facebook, X Boy So Base, Instagram, King number X, the letter 2, the letter C, underscore 803. King, the number X, letter 2, C, underscore 803. Hit me up. If y'all look, make it make sense podcast, hit me up. On YouTube, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make it make sense to podcast. But we look for people who are ready to work, because it's just me right now. I'm the only person recording. I'm the only person editing it. I'm the only person interviewing. I'm the only host. It's just me right now. Make it make sense. It's just me right now. So I'm doing it by myself right now. So I'm looking for a strong team. So if y'all looking to be a part of the team, y'all looking to work, looking to travel, start the interviews, get it in. We doing a whole lot of more. We got a whole lot of more content coming too for the YouTube channel. We got the 10 versus content coming. We also got the gold digger pranks coming. The 360 interviews. They said the 360 interviews getting kind of played out, so I need to start asking a little bit of more questions. So we're trying to get some of y'all females in the mix, get y'all opinion, see what y'all want. We got another female coming up on the podcast, super surprise guest, the first female on the podcast. That's gonna be tomorrow's episode. I can't wait. I'm excited for that. I'm interested for that. And then it's a whole lot going on right now. So like we got a whole lot to talk about right now. So I'm interested for that episode. But it's just like I've been doing music for a long time. And I ain't gonna lie, when I started doing music, I was on some low vibrational time because done a lot of research in my life and a lot of knowledge. And I figure like I'm still doing a lot of research and a lot of knowledge. I'm always gonna be knowledge seeking for the rest of my life. I'm never gonna start studying and doing research. But it's like ever since I've been studying and doing a lot of research and cracking some of the codes to the universe, I just been realizing like life is really life is really simple. Like we make life difficult when life is really more simple than we make it. Like all you gotta do is stay positive, and positive will attract. Stay negative, and you're gonna attract negativity. It's all about the law of attraction. Once I learned the law of attraction and gaining that knowledge, it was like I was intrigued to stay more positive, intrigued to get more positive, to do better and do more good things as I started doing better and working towards that positivity and working towards my goal. Like I started achieving better things. Now I'm a CEO of my own brand. Clothing line coming soon. Everybody asking how they asking about it already. But I started achieving big things once I started working towards my goal and letting the law of attraction work through positivity and high vibrations. Like it's really simple. People be wondering why their life going certain ways, or why stuff going certain ways for them. It's all up to you. It's all up to you, the man in the mirror. People be waiting on the savior, thinking somebody gonna come back and save them, or they praying on their knees. But like, nah, it's all about you, the man in the mirror, the woman in the mirror. You have the power. It's all about the law of attraction. Change your mindset, you most definitely will change your life. Being rich is a mindset. Being broke is a mindset. That's why I tell people all the time. Being broke is a mindset. I would never proclaim broke. Being broke is a mindset. Being rich is a mindset. Rich, health, wealth, and stability. You gotta be. And then you're gonna attract them riches to you. You're gonna attract that wealth to you. You're gonna attract that stability to you. Whatever you thinking is what you are. Whatever you eat is what you are. Oh, yeah. Don't even get me started on the diet. We can get into that too though, because your mind is in your gut. And a lot of people don't know that. You are what you eat.